So, reading from this book, The Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And we are on page 149. So, it's fun. So, happy new day and happy new week. So good. So nice. Come together for co-create with ourselves, with our own alignment, and with each other, and expand as we always do on this. As we always do every single day. It's always new and refresh and new things to experience in this now. So good. So, shouldn't others fulfill their agreements with me? Happy beautiful day, Jen. Jerry. Abraham, regarding allowing, I still have creeping into my mind an old saying, one has the right to swing their arms as much as they want, which to me was allowing, as long as they don't interfere with my right to swing my arms, or as long as they don't hit my nose. In other words, as I go through life and I'm allowing other people to be, do, and have whatever they want, if that interferes with something we have previously agreed to in business, sometimes it's a little difficult not to at least call for sticking to our agreement or to the fulfilling of their responsibilities as we had previously agreed. Abraham, as long as you have concern that another can interfere in your experience, or that another can swing his arms into your face, then you do not yet really understand how it is that you get what you get. You can begin today to think only of what you want, and then begin today to attract only what you want. Your question comes forth because yesterday, or somewhere in your past, you did not understand this, and you were inviting, through your thought, those who swing their arms into your face. And so now, in this moment, you ask, what do I do about it? If there are those in your experience who are swinging their arms in an uncomfortable way, take your attention from them and they will go away. And in their place will come those who feel comfortable to you, who are in harmony with you. But what usually happens is, as they swing their arms, as they do the things you do not want them to do, you give your attention to that. You get angrier about it. You get more upset about it. And by the law of attraction, you attract more of the essence of that, until soon you have more than one in your experience. There are two, or three, or many. Take your attention from that which does not please you. Put your attention upon that which does please you, and you will then change the momentum, not instantly, but it will begin to change. If every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I want to see, I expect to see, no matter who I am working with, no matter who I am talking with, no matter where I am, no matter what I am doing, I intend to see that which I want to see. You will change the momentum of your life experience, and all things that you now displease you will be gone from your experience and will be replaced by things that do please you. It is absolute. It is law. So happy beautiful day, Becky. I will never get it wrong or done. When we say that from your non-physical perspective, from the perspective of that which you were even before you became focused in this physical body. That is where you that it was your intent to become an allower and to understand the art of allowing. It is so. What we want you to understand is that you never get it complete. You are not like a table that is imagined, then created, and then is finished. You are continually in the state of becoming. You are in the process of growth, eternally. But you are always that which you are in this moment. You want to understand the laws of the universe so well that you become at one with them. You want to understand how it is that things come to you so that you do not like so do you, so that you do not feel like a victim or vulnerable to the whims of others swinging in their arms. It is hard for you to understand these things when you are in the middle of what seems to be two worlds. The world that you created before you understood these things that we have talked about here, and the world that you are in the process of creating now, that you are understanding more clearly. And so, some of the things that are in your experience because of the pre-paving or the pre-thinking of your past do not fit very well with what you now want. And so, we know there is a little bit of discomfort as you are in this transitional stage, but there will be less and less and less discomfort as you are clearer and clearer and clearer about what you want. Much of the clutter of past momentum is now moving from your experience. When you are in a state of positive emotion and considering only what you are doing or thinking or speaking, you are allowing yourself. When you are in a state of positive emotion regarding your view in another's experience, you are allowing another. It is that simple. And so, you cannot have negative emotion about yourself and be in the state of allowing yourself. To be an allower is to be one who feels positive emotion, which means that you must control what you are giving your attention to. It does not mean that you get everything in your world whipped into shape so that everything and everyone is just the way you want it to be. It means that you are able to see and therefore solicit forth from the universe, from your world, and from your friends that which is in harmony with you, while you let the other parts go unnoticed by you, therefore unattracted by you, and therefore not invited by you. That is allowing, you see. And we will tell you friends, and we will tell you, friends, allowing is the most glorious state of being you will ever achieve on a long, ongoing basis. For once you are an allower, you are spiraling upward and upward, for is no negative emotion to balance you out and bring you down. There is no backward swing of the pendulum. You are forever and gloriously moving forward and upward. That is so good. What a nice information clarification. So now we go to the next part, and it's the part of segment intending. So this is fun. Really, really good, great information and clarification around the art of allowing, now segment intending, and how those things cooperating, how it comes together for expanding it out for yourself to feel it and to expanding it in feeling it more and more, then experiencing more and more, and then easier it gets, better it feels, and better it gets, better it feels, and better it feels, better it gets, and yeah, so it's fun, all of this. So let's see. The magical process of segment intending. The magical process of segment intending. Jerry. Abraham, my feeling is that the combination of the ingredients of the law of attraction, the science of deliberate creation, and the art of allowing, and then add to that this next one, The segment intending process seems to comprise the total recipe for making things happen in general. Would you speak to us about the segment intending process, Abraham? Once you understand that you are the creator of your experience, then you will want to identify more clearly what you desire so that you may allow it into your experience. Because until you have stopped to identify what you really want, there is not a possibility of deliberate creation. You do not want the same thing in every segment of your life experience. In fact, in every day, there are many segments that carry many different intentions. And so, the point of this segment intending essay is to help you understand the value of stopping many times during your day to identify what it is you want most so that you may add what is Sailor? Emphasis. Okay, and therefore power unto that. There is a very little that you are. There is a very little that you are actually living in this day that is a result of only what you are thinking in this day. But whenever you are stopping, segment by segment, and identifying what it is you want in this segment, you're setting forth thoughts that begin to prepare your future experience whenever you are entering segments that are similar. In other words, let us say that you are getting into your vegetable and you're alone, are alone. So intending communicating with someone else, the clarity of listening to what another is saying, is not a very important intention, but intending safety and smooth flowing traffic and arriving refreshed and on time are intentions that are very well placed in this segment as you are traversing from one places to another. The identification of your intention as you are entering this segment of driving not only affects this segment, but is set forth a preparing into your future so that at future times when you are getting into your vegetable, you will have, in fact, prepared or create circumstances and events that will be to your liking. It is possible that, in the beginning, even though you are identifying segment by segment what you want, there will still be some momentum from past thoughts that you have set forth. But in time, as you are setting forth, segment by segment, what you want, you will have prepared a path before you that is very much to your liking. And then you will not have to take so much action in the moment to getting things to be the way you want them. That is so powerful. Yes. Hi Tracy. So so good. I can segment intend my success. This is so good. Like, so good information. So technically, all of your creative power is in this moment, but you are projecting it not only into this moment, but also into the future that exists for you. And so, the more you're willing to stop and identify what you want in this segment, then the greater, clearer, and more magnificent your future path will be. And each of your moments will be better and better and better also. The purpose of this essay is to offer, to those who want it, a practical process with which to put into immediate practice the primary laws of the universe in order to give you absolute and deliberate control of your life experience. And while to some this may seem to be a very broad overstatement, for it seems to most that you cannot control the experiences of your life, we want you to know that you can. We have come forth to assist those of you who are here, now, now focused in physical bodies, to understand specifically how you attract everything you are attracting, and to assist you in understanding that nothing comes to you unless you invite it through your thought. And that once you begin looking into your life experience and begin to see the absolute correlation between what you are speaking, what you are thinking, and what you are getting, then you will clearly understand that indeed you are the inviter, you are the attractor, and you are the creator of your physical experience. These times are the best of times. You are living in a wonderful time, in a highly technologically advanced society where you have access to stimulation of thought from all around your world. Your access to this information is of great benefit, for it provides you with the opportunity for expansion, but it can also be a source of immense confusion. Your ability to focus upon a narrower subject brings forth more clarity, while your ability to focus upon many things at once more often brings confusion. You are receptive beings. Your thought processes are very fast, and as you are considering only one subject, you have the ability, by the power of the law of attraction, to bring forth more and more clarity upon that subject until you can literally accomplish anything regarding it. But because of the availability in your society of so much stimulation of thought, very few you remain very few of you remain focused upon any one subject long enough to take it forward very far. Most of you find yourself so distracted that you do not have an opportunity to develop any one thought to any great degree. The purpose and value of segment intending. And so, segment intending is the process of deliberate identification of what is specifically wanted for this moment in time. It is done with the intent of bringing forth from all of the confusion of what is considered to be your total life experience, your awareness of what you most want in this particular moment. And as you take a moment to identify what that intention is, you bring forth tremendous power from the universe, and all of it is funneled into this very specific moment in which you now stand. Think of your thoughts as magnetic. Indeed, everything within your universe is magnetic, drawn onto that which is alike unto itself. And so, whenever you are contemplating or focusing upon even a small negative thought, by the power of the law of attraction, it will grow larger. If you're feeling particularly disappointed, sad, you will find yourself attracting others who are not feeling much different. For the way you feel is your point of attraction. And so, if you are unhappy, you will attract more of that which makes you unhappy. Whereas if you feel good, you will attract more that you consider to be good. Since you attract or invite into your experience the others with whom you interact, the people who surround you in traffic, the people who rendezvous with while shopping, the people you meet while you're walking, the subjects that people discuss with you, the way you are treated by your waiter at the restaurant, the waiter assigns to you at the restaurant, the money that flows into your experience, the way your physical body looks and feels, the people you date. This list could go on to include everything in your experience. It is of value to understand the power of your now moment in time. The point of segment intending process is to clearly direct your thought to those things that you want to experience by identifying the elements of life that are most important to you in this particular segment of your life. When we say to you that you are the creator of your experience, and there is nothing in your experience that you have not invited, sometimes we want, sometimes we are met with resistance. The resistance comes because many of you have things in your life that you do not want. And so you say, Abraham, I would not have created this thing that I do not want. We agree, you will not have done it on purpose, but we will not agree that you have not done it. For it is through your fault, and only through and by your fault, that you are getting the things that you are getting. But until you are ready to accept that you are the creator of your experience, then there is not much that will be offered here that will be of value to you. The law of attraction affects you, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. And segment intending will help you be more aware of the power of your thoughts, because the more you deliberate apply it, the more the details of your life will reflect your deliberate intent. This is so good. So good. Your society offers much stimulation of thought. You live in a society that offers much stimulation of thought. And as you are open and receptive to that, you may very well be attracting more thoughts, and thereby more circumstances and events and people than you have the time or desire to deal with. In just 1 hour of your exposure to your media, there is tremendous stimulation that is offered to you, and it is not a wonder that you often find yourself absolutely overwhelmed, and that many of you have shut down completely, close to all things, because there is so much coming to you so fast. This segment intending process will offer you the solution, for as you are reading the words that are offered here, your confusion will be replaced with absolute clarity. Your feeling of being out of control will be replaced by a feeling of being in control. And for many of you, a feeling of stagnation will be replaced with a glorious, invigorating feeling of fast forward motion. Confusion comes forth when you are considering too many things at one time, while clarity comes forward while you are more singular in thought. And it is all hangs up and it all hangs up on the law of attraction. As you set forth a thought regarding any subject, the law of attraction immediately goes to work to deliver more stimulation of thoughts regarding that subject. As you're moving from thought to thought to thought to thought, the law of attraction is offering you more thought regarding the thought, and the thought. And that is the reason you often find yourself feeling overwhelmed. For by the law of attraction, you have now summoned information upon upon a great upon a great many subjects. In many cases, that information will come forth from your past. In many cases, it will come forth from those who are closest to you. But the end result is all the same. You are considering so many things that you are moving forward in no one specific direction, and the result, of course, is a feeling of frustration or confusion. From confusion to clarity to deliberate creation. As you choose any one primary subject that you want to ponder, the law of the law, the universe, will deliver unto you more regarding that specific thought. But instead of many thoughts coming from many directions, even conflicting, opposing directions, the thoughts and the events that now come forth will be in harmony with the primary thought that you have set forth. And thus, there will be a feeling of clarity, and even more important than the feeling of clarity, will be the understanding that you are moving forward in your creation. When you consider many subjects at the same time, you generally do not move forward strongly toward any of them, for your focus and your power is diffused. Whereas if you are focusing upon that which is most important in any point in time, you move forward more powerfully toward that. That'll be the last part here before we end it here. Dividing my days into segments of intentions. The point at which you now stand, the point from which you are now consciously perceiving, the point is a segment. Your day may be divided into many segments, and there are not two of you who would have precisely the same segments. On one day, your segments may be different from the next, and all of that is fine. It is not necessary to have a rigid schedule of segments. It is important that you identify when you are moving from one segment and therefore from one set of intention into another. For example, when you wake up in the morning, you are now entering a new segment. The time that you are awake before you get out of bed, that is a segment. That time that you are preparing yourself for your next activity, that is a segment. When you get into your vegetable, that is another segment, and so on. Whenever you realize that you are moving into a new segment of life experience, if you will pause for a moment and set forth aloud or in your own mind what you most want as you are moving into that segment, you will begin, by the powerful law of attraction, to solicit thoughts, circumstances, events, and even conversation or action from others that will harmonize with your intent. Solicit, yeah. To solicit thoughts, circumstances, events, and even conversation or action from others that will harmonize with your intent. As you take the time to recognize that you are moving into a new segment, and you go even further by identifying what your dominant intentions are within it, you will avoid the confusion of being swept up by the influence of others, or even the confusion of being carried by your own less than deliberate habit of thought. So good. So that's it. So hi Rosemary and so many beautiful people here. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, that's it for today. So just fun. Wish you all the best for the day and see you tomorrow.